So we're back. So after, I think maybe like a month after the release, I was fortunate to get Jack to send over a final version of the sneaker, and I know a few people asked me in DMs and wanted to know how this version of this one compares to retail, and I didn't actually get a hands-on of the retail version, but a good friend of mine provided me a few pictures and different images that I compared to them, and so this is the information that I have retaining this sneaker from the retail versus this UA. Now Jack delivered once again. Only time this time is the box was kind of beat up, so I didn't provide it in this review, but overall that box was good. I think the only thing I noticed is instead of having the traditional retail tag, it had the Chinese tag. So, but other than that, I mean, that's not a big issue for him to fix. That's usually just, giving it to me, being that he knows that I'm not really complaining about the overall box thing of the sneaker. But going into the review, with this, it's really not much I could really say that is off about this UA, other than the sizing, which, if you remember from any of my Yeezy reviews or any of my Nike reviews, the sizing of the sneaker is much wider. Like if you look along here, it's not as shaped and as narrow as the retail, which from the images I've seen, that was the only thing that stood out that I can say that will give you, a red flag. If you, let's say, if you bought these off of resale and you noticed anything different, that was the only standout that I noticed compared to most, compared to the retail. But overall, again, I'm not gonna downplay it. Jack's quality is amazing. I mean, the sneaker is built well. The stitching is good. No noticeable defects or anything like that. So this shoe is damn good put together, craftsmanship and everything. It has the Pharrell on the left shoe. It has the Adidas logo on the right shoe. Comes with the traditional tags, extra pair of laces, and then it has the retail tag as well. I'm going to open up the inside, but I put extra paper because when it's sitting around, it sinks right here. But on foot, it's good. So I put extra paper in there just so it can sit up a little bit better. Usually it has male written on it, but on this version it didn't. Usually with the earlier ones they don't. For some reason, I think it's just something they simply forget. But overall, everything else, the numbers and the design of the tag is pretty good. Like I said, the only thing it's missing, we see where that open white spot is at. It usually has male/male or something like male. I know it definitely has male/men. I'm not 100% sure exactly, but usually they have some male written there for sure. This one, instead of the insoles being able to come out, they on this version, see if I can lighten it up a little bit better. They sewed the insole in there so the insole doesn't come out like the previous ones did. But other than that, the structure of this shoe as well, the design and all the other stuff that comes along with the shoe. The shoe is amazing. The color of the pattern is pretty spot on. But like I said, the only major thing that I would have that I would speak on is the sizing of the sneaker as far as width. It's not as thin or as narrow, excuse me, as the retail. But other than that, if it's just for something that you want to wear, something that you just, for a personal collection ad, go with these bad boys. These are pretty dope. Comfortability, you know, there's not too much more to be said. With the Adidas and NMD collection, it's pretty much the same. Got all the boost material on there, and if you like the original human races, which did higher in resale value, but these were a bit more reasonable, unless you go and aim at the Chanel pair, which is through the roof in resale. These are attainable if you wanted to be able to own a pair through not resale. But if not, you have the avenue of seeing my boy Jack. He'll take care of you. This is a great structure, design, built shoe, comfortability. I wouldn't be upset with picking up these. If you have any questions, concerns, please feel free to hit me up. I have no problem answering questions, but the only questions I'd prefer not to answer is how can you sell for Jack? That's not my concern. Or can he unblock me? Other than that, I can answer any questions as far as structure, the designs of all his shoes and what shoes he has. He pretty much has a wide range. He specializes in Yeezys, but he's able to get pretty much anything. So if you have any questions, concerns, please hit me up. Description at the bottom, information at the bottom.